Hello, and welcome back to another nail video. We are on day 10 of my mini series 31 Nails of Halloween, and I really do hope you have been enjoying the spooky stories. Today I am switching it up a bit, and I'm going to be doing a spooky manicure on my daughter, so I hope you all like and enjoy. Conquering Shadows, the Redemption of the Bogeyman. It was a stormy night, the kind that sets the perfect background for a tale of terror. Lightning cracked the sky, and the howling wind rattled my bedroom window. I huddled beneath my blankets, clutching my stuffed animals for comfort. I was just a child, and my parents had always warned me about the boogeyman. The boogeyman only comes out on stormy nights, my father had whispered to me, his eyes wide with fear. He hides in the shadows, waiting to snatch naughty children and drag them away to his dark world. As the thunder roared, I heard something that made my heart stop. A faint scratching sound coming from the closet. I held my breath and strained my ears, listening intently. The scratching grew louder, accompanied by a soft, sinister whisper. "Come out, little one," the voice hissed. "Come out and play." Tears welled up in my eyes as I peeked out from my blanket fortress, my trembling fingers pointing towards the closet. The door slowly creaked open, revealing a tall, shadowy figure standing in the darkness. It was the boogeyman. His face was obscured by a grotesque mask, its features contorted into a twisted grin. Long, gnarled fingers reached out, beckoning me closer. I knew I should stay hidden, but a strange fascination overcame my fear, pulling me towards him like a moth to a flame. With each step I took, the room seemed to stretch, becoming an endless abyss of darkness. The boogeyman's whispering grew louder, filling my head with eerie promises of adventure and excitement. I couldn't resist. Finally, I stood before him, trembling in both fear and anticipation. He knelt down and reached out to touch my face with those cold, bony fingers. But instead of grabbing me, he cupped my cheek gently. "You are different, child," he mumbled, his voice no longer menacing but filled with melancholy. "You don't belong here." Confused and terrified, I asked, "Where is here?" The boogeyman glanced around, as if seeing his world with fresh eyes. "This is the realm of fear, where I have trapped countless souls. But you are not meant to be a prisoner here." He leaned closer, and I could feel his presence receding, as though he was becoming less substantial. "Listen carefully," he whispered. "I need your help. You must find a way to free me from this curse. The only way to do that is to face your own fears and conquer them." Before I could respond, the room began to crumble around us, and the boogeyman faded into the shadows. I was left alone in the darkness, the storm outside growing even more intense. Over the years, I grew older, but never forgot that fateful night. The memory of the boogeyman's plea haunted my dreams. As I faced various challenges and fears in life, I realized that the key to freeing the boogeyman lay within me. It took years of self-discovery and courage, but I confronted my deepest fear one by one. The darkness, the storm, the whispers, they were all manifestations of my own insecurities and doubts. With each fear I conquered, the storm outside grew calmer, and the room regained its light. Finally, one stormy night, I stood in my room as an adult, the boogeyman's mask resting on the floor before me. The room was bathed in a soft, comforting light, and I felt a sense of peace I had never known. The boogeyman himself materialized before me, his mask now cracked and broken, revealing a weary face beneath. "You've done it," he said, his voice filled with gratitude. "You freed me." As he faded away into the fading shadows, I realized that the boogeyman had been a prisoner of his own creation, a manifestation of his own fears. In helping him, I had also helped myself. From that night on, the storms no longer frightened me. I had faced the boogeyman and conquered my fears, and in doing so, I had turned a creature of terror into a being of light. The boogeyman had gone wrong, but he had also found redemption, thanks to the courage of a child who had refused to be just another victim of fear.